Whether you are standing on the beach at the Jersey Shore or looking over the Rocky Mountains or standing on a hill overlooking the Sea of Galilee or even in the little valley of Ein Karim outside Jerusalem where John the Baptist was born, the dawn rising over the land or the ocean brings with it a special peace, a special joy, a special hope as the day begins anew, as light overcomes the darkness. Zechariah, in his canticle that he sang for the birth of his son, John, tells us that through God's mercy, the dawn from on high shall break upon us. To shine on those who sit in darkness and death's shadow. To guide our feet into the way of peace. It is that light that Zechariah speaks about that we call Jesus Christ, the light of the world. In fact, the opening lines to the first reading for the Mass at midnight on Christmas is from the 9th chapter of Isaiah. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of gloom, a light has shone. And you have brought them abundant joy and great rejoicing. That light dawning, whether it be the sun rising in the east, or the experience of an encounter with Jesus Christ, brings us into the light, brings us into hope, brings us greater joy, helps us to experience peace. It allows us to recognize that despite the darkness, despite our sinfulness, despite our failings, despite the clutter that we find in our lives and many distractions that occur throughout our day, that ultimately it is the light of Christ that helps us. It is the light of Christ that brings us salvation. It is the light who is Christ that is our Savior. And we, as we continue this journey of Advent, this journey towards Bethlehem, this journey towards the celebration of the birth of our Savior, we are reminded of Christ our light, who brings us hope, who brings us peace, who brings us joy. We recognize that it is in our relationship with Jesus Christ that despite all the distractions and clutter and failings and sinfulness of our lives and in the world, that indeed the light of God's love can overcome and does overcome. It shines on us who walk in darkness. It shines on us to give us hope. It shines on us to experience God's love. He who Isaiah calls the Wonder Counselor, the God Hero, Father forever, Prince of Peace, whose dominion is vast and forever peaceful. It is Jesus, Son of David, Son of Jesse, Son of God, who brings us that hope, brings us that peace, brings us that joy, as his light dawns on us who dwell in darkness, as his mercy enfolds us, his love embraces us, his peace gives us joy. And in that peace and in that joy, we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ.